coffee. Today I decided to wake up a little early to have a quiet, nice morning for myself, and sadly woke up to all of the snow being gone and replaced by gray and a lot of rain. It's been nice while it lasted. We knew it couldn't be for too long here in Germany, but we had snow for like a week, and not just a teeny tiny bit like usually. We had a lot of snow and it was so fun. We were building snowmans and we went outside on walks a lot of the time. But one thing we haven't done in like 1.5 weeks is to really go outside because the streets were so icy. We just didn't want to risk it and take our car somewhere, so we went only to things that were in walking distance, and even then we spent most of the week just curled up at home. And so today we finally need to get outside because the need to just get outside has been slowly building up over the week. So we are going to use this time where the snow is gone to get outside, even though it is not nice, and I would rather honestly stay indoors by a fire and read. We have something planned today, and the last time I actually saw you was when I went to my first corporate job interview, which has been a month ago now. And you know, there was Christmas and New Year's in between, and I really kind of took that time off to reevaluate some things and obviously kind of think about the rejection and think about my feelings that I had afterwards and look at what I want to do moving forward, because this job hunting process is something very unfamiliar to me. It's something I've never done before. So I'm dealing with all of these things for the first time, and I've been now looking for jobs for 2 months, and it's a frustrating process because first of all, not a lot of companies even actually reply, and the job market is completely crazy right now. There's a lot of competition. There's not a lot of job offerings, and a lot of job offerings are fake. Like, I'm seeing a lot of companies just post a lot of job offerings and they've been on there for months and months on end, and still they reject you. So they aren't really looking, they just want their name in the loop or whatever it is. A lot of the applications I've been writing have just been rejected from the get-go. So I'm kind of in a very weird roller coaster ride right now. I'm dealing with a lot of weird emotions. I'm looking for a job in a field that honestly I'm not happy in anymore. It's not that I hate nature conservation. I'm actually very passionate about that. It's the landscaping part of my degree, and also the very bureaucratic nature of this niche here in Germany. So there's just not a lot of innovation happening in there, which is very frustrating. And a lot of job offerings are red flags from the get-go. And if you're someone who wants to have work-life balance and, you know, has a part-time job on the side, I'm in this very weird bingo right now. And some days I'm very frustrated and sad and don't really know what to do. And some days I get very excited and happy. After that rejection, I took a little bit of time off from writing any applications. First of all, there weren't a lot of job offerings. I also, wanted to wait for some of the answers. And one answer in particular I was very excited about, which was one of like 4 dream jobs that I applied to, and all the other 3 rejected me. And this one project has now sent me an invitation to go to an interview. For my last job interview, obviously I could see myself working there. I thought the people were really, really nice, and I would have taken the job if they had offered it to me. But I honestly wasn't sad when I was rejected. I didn't really like the location. I didn't really feel that that was the right job for me. which is very different with this project. I can just really feel that this would be so fun to work with, and it's actually such an incredible opportunity because it is for a NGO who is one of the biggest in nature conservation, and the job offering is not only focusing on nature conservation, but my job would basically be to manage their social media, like film their progresses and what they're doing, and do a lot of that as well. So it would basically combine both of my greatest passions. So I'm really excited for this, and this time there's not only nervousness, but there's also a lot of happiness and excitement, and I just can feel it in my gut that this would be the right thing for me. And I've been trying to listen to that more. That's like one of the things I've realized over the past 2 months, is that I really want to find something that I actually feel passionate about and that I love and that my gut tells me is right for me. And I have this feeling with this job. So yeah, I'm really excited for this job interview. And I've been studying and preparing a little bit over the past few days. And today we are gonna go outside to, this seems like I never go outside, which is kind of true, but today we're gonna go out and try and get me a nice like blazer to wear, or just in general like nice business clothes that I can wear on job interviews and in my future job, because last time I was really struggling to find something to wear, and I ended up wearing a dress that I kind of tucked into my pants, and it looked really nice, but it was so uncomfortable. So I just don't want to do that again. I want to feel confident, but I also want to feel comfortable. And I originally wanted to order a few blazers and clothes from Vinted, which is the secondhand online shop here. But for some reason, I have experienced problems and the support has been taking ages to fix it for me. So we're going out. We're gonna try and see if I can find something secondhand. Hopefully I can. And yeah, just have a nice day outside in the city. I'm excited. We're also gonna go to one of our favorite vegan restaurants. So yeah, lots of fun things planned. But yeah, I'm gonna take this time in the morning to catch up on some planning and journaling. Maybe just honestly relax a little bit and go through some of my interview questions, maybe. So that's the plan. entire day. We came home at like 8. Yeah, it was a full day. We had so much to do and to buy, and we had to catch up on almost 2 weeks of not going outside, so it was very stressful. And I just didn't have the energy or capacity to vlog. I'm really sorry, guys. I am trying to improve my vlogging outside. I'm still not there yet. I'm such an introvert, and sometimes it just overwhelms me, like yesterday. But what I did get was some cute outfits for job interviews. I ended up buying 2 of the secondhand blazers. I know in the footage I didn't really like them, but I think it's because I'm just not used to that kind of silhouette on me, that at first it felt like really uncomfortable. And I also think because I just wore a simple top underneath with jeans, it just didn't really fit the vibe. But I tried it on yesterday with the whole complete outfit, and it actually looks really, really good. And I'm glad that I got these. And I think for like 14 and 12 euros, you actually can't go wrong. And they're good quality blazers, so I'm really happy with that. And I also got some cute, I don't know what they're called, like sweater. They're not sweater vests, they're like sweaters without the sleeves. I don't know the English name right now. I got 2 of those. They were on sale as well, and paired with like a more formal pant and a blouse that I got from my mom, I think I have my interview look. Oh, and I also got some new boots because mine were literally falling apart, and I felt so embarrassed the last time that I went into the interview with them. I was literally like with black marker painting on them for them to look better, but they were so scratched up and literally falling apart that I just got a new pair now, and oh my gosh, it makes such a difference on confidence. I couldn't even believe it when I saw myself in the mirror, how much of a difference it makes, not only in appearance, but also the way I felt wearing these things. So I'm really happy with that, really happy that I got the 2 blazers, even though I initially didn't really like them in the stores. And also happy that I got them secondhand. So that is a win. And yeah, it honestly brings me to the point that I've been thinking about ever since the start of this year, and like over the holidays. Over the holidays, I took like 2 weeks off of job hunting, of YouTube, of basically everything, and just kind of lived my life and thought about what I wanted 2026 to be and what I wanted to change and how I wanted to feel. And I realized that, you know, my entire life I've been basically moving towards my goals. It's also the way that our society kind of tells us to move through life, always towards, you know, the next big thing. But what that has made me neglect is how I personally feel about what I'm doing. So after I graduated, I immediately started job hunting without even really thinking about what I wanted to do and what I wanted my future to look like. I just blindly applied to anything that sounded remotely like something that I could do. And over that break, I kind of realized that I kind of want to use the privilege that I have and actually find something that that I actually enjoy doing, where I don't have to, you know, work my life away or make my life fit into the work, and more like find a work that fits into my life. Ever since thinking about this, and also kind of putting things into my life that strengthen this belief and strengthen this, you know, intrinsic confidence in myself, I've been feeling so much better about it, and about this whole job hunting journey, and about finding a job that I actually enjoy. Before, it all kind of seemed so impossible, and now I think I'm slowly but surely building the confidence that I deserve a life that makes me actually happy, and no matter what other people think, I will work towards that goal, even if that means that I might not apply to all of the jobs out there that I could be applying to. One thing that has made me realize this has been journaling. I've been starting to journal this new year. Made this whole video about my mood board and kind of setting the mood for 2026, and ever since then I've been pretty consistent with journaling, which I'm so proud of. I've never really made it this far into the year without giving up on journaling, but it's really, really fun for me right now. And when I'm writing my thoughts and feelings down, it makes them more easy to grasp for me and makes it easier for me to understand them. And what I've been noticing, a lot of it was about me being scared that I was gonna be stuck in a job that I hate. And I just started thinking about it and thinking that it doesn't have to be this way. And yeah, it has really kind of changed my perspective. And it's honestly kind of nice to see how much more confident I am becoming and how much more I feel like I am deserving of a job that fits to my life and to me. And getting these clothes yesterday was one more step into becoming this version of myself who's confident and can get the job she likes. Trying on these clothes was like the visual representation of what I've been feeling. If I've learned anything in the past months, finding a job isn't so much about knowing your way around exactly what you will be doing, but it's more about how you present yourself, about the confidence you have, and about the way you interact with your interviewers and the recruiters. It was one of the biggest takeaways that I had from my first job interview, because when the recruiter called me, she didn't really have any feedback for me. All she was able to say was that, you know, I need to continue on my path the way I'm doing and work on my confidence. That is, I think, the biggest thing, because I was so nervous in my first job interview. And yeah, also I think the reason why I'm not really that stressed about my next interview, because I feel like I can go in there so much more confidently than the first one. Hopefully that doesn't change too much. Like, of course I'm going to be nervous, but hopefully not as nervous as I was the first time around, because that was truly horrific. Just some of my thoughts about confidence and job hunting. It's truly a weird experience. You know, being unemployed, especially in our society, can feel very much like your own fault and like you're doing something wrong and like you're lazy. And I really, during my time of unemployment, want to work against that and work instead on building my confidence and building my repertoire and become the best version of myself. Yeah, today, honestly, there isn't much on my to-do list. I just want to continue preparing a little bit for the job interview, and that's actually, I think, all that I need to do, I think. One application that I might send out, because there's a deadline coming up today, so for now, I'm not writing a lot of applications because I feel like there's not a lot of jobs coming out right now, and a lot of the jobs that are coming out just don't really fit for me right now. And yeah, I also have like 15 jobs right now where I'm waiting for an answer. So
where did it go? The warmth and the smoke when we were standing in the parking lot. Your mother used to swear a lot. I got gum in my head, a crowd in my head, but you held me.
I just sent in 2 applications and now I'm gonna start preparing for the job interview. One thing I'm so happy about is that writing applications doesn't take like an hour anymore. I now have a really good resume and text document that I just try and tweak for each of the jobs that I'm applying to, and I've been getting more comfortable doing that. Now, I applied to 2 jobs whose deadlines were running low, and as I'm looking at my Notion right now, there aren't really any jobs anymore that I need to apply to immediately. Pretty much I'm just waiting right now on some replies. Of course, like some companies don't even take the time to reply, which sucks. But yeah, that's the reality of job hunting, I guess. Now I'm gonna prepare for the interview.
Say one thing we have in common. It's like my teachers cannot stop it. Not a mama suddenly comes small talk. Why the facade?
It's getting dark and it's only 4. I can't handle this anymore, guys. I need the sun to stay up longer. I am kind of lost, guys. One thing about unemployment I'm not used to at all is that I am completely responsible for my time. There's nothing else that occupies my life, and it's completely my own responsibility to do what I want or need. And I don't really know what to do with myself right now because I sent off all the applications. I have prepared well for the interview and I don't want to over prepare because I think last time I kind of did that and that made me more and more nervous. And now I'm thinking of going through these World Ocean Review books. I had them sent to me. I really like reading through them once in a while. They are very dense, scientific books about our oceans and marine biodiversity and marine ecosystems. And I thought for the job interview, it would also kind of be good to get into this topic more and, you know, just out of interest, also kind of read through this a little bit. And then I think I'll call it a day. I don't know. Today is kind of a weird day, or the last few days have been a little weird. I've not really been able to focus a lot and felt kind of lost. I think really it's the interview that's kind of always in the back of my head, and for that reason I feel like I can't do anything else other than prepare, or otherwise I will feel bad for not preparing. It feels so unnatural to be so vulnerable in front of other people and be there to be judged, basically. Yeah, enough of that. Let's read a little bit.